Okay guys, thought I'd say hi. It's Friday afternoon finally. I should be online. Facebook's not showing it as always. Always just takes up a little bit extra, and for some unknown reason I start talking and it doesn't, or I wait for it to come up and it has already started, so I'm not quite sure. It's Friday afternoon. It is almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It is, have no idea what the date is, December something. It should be wine time, but I'm going with the hard stuff today. This is only water, sparkling water, but purely because it is about 38 degrees out there now, though there is a breeze or wind here now, so I'm too hot and sweaty to have a wine just yet, and I've got a lot of things to do this afternoon before I do anything else, so it's not wine time yet. So it's been another crazy day, but thankfully I got through it, and now I've just got a couple more things to do tonight, as I said, including doing sequins. I am dancing, as I said yesterday. I'm dancing in a concert for the first time in 20-something years, and so I have a costume still to do by Tuesday night, so I'm probably going to spend most of the night doing that, so that's a bit terrifying, because not only has it been a long time since I've danced, it's been a long time since I've sewn. I don't own a sewing machine, and it's about 2,000 sequins, so we'll see, but that's probably how I'm spending my whole weekend. I have had a couple of more comments on a couple of the videos the last few hours, or every hour I get comments, but again, some of them about my accent. I'm Aussie, I can't help that. Most of you understand. There's been a couple of comments, sorry, I should stand in front of that light behind me, keeps affecting it. I've had a couple of comments about videos that have music and voice, but every single one of those have been remade without the music, so if you're watching one that has music as well as voice and it's a bit tricky to hear, YouTube does something. I put the music on volume 1 and put voice on 10, but it seems to equalize them, so if you're watching one with music, please look on my channel and you should be able to see one that doesn't have music. So they're all done, especially there's one that has Dean Call's Victim as the thumbnail. I get a lot of comments on that saying, oh, it's got a great big sign on the screen, I can't see the pictures. The reason that sign is there is so then you go and click on the link and watch the better version. So please, to do that, there's no use everyone commenting saying, oh, I can't hear you, when it clearly says that it has been redone and it sounds better and all of that. And I will be doing hopefully some more voiceover ones in the new year once I get my microphone I'm getting for Christmas, so that should help as well. Sorry, I start most of my days at about 4 or 5 a.m. and especially this week and last week I haven't been going to bed until midnight, so sleep is elusive at the moment, but I'm still getting there, so that's always a good thing. I do have the bottle of bubbly water beside me today because I'm so thirsty and this is the first chance I've had to stop. But yeah, I thought a couple of people say I should do this every day. A couple of people want to see me. I know I do this at odd times for the United States where most of my viewers are, but believe me, you don't want to see me at 5 a.m. It is not a pretty look. I was actually going to take a photo this morning to show you I had like mascara running down my face and my hair ends up like this. When I wake up, I obviously sleep quite poorly, and so I look a bit more scary than my current resting bitch face. I do try and avoid, because I have this crease and people think I'm being cranky, but it's just that I've got wrinkles. I'm old. I'm not that old. I'm in my early 40s. I'll let you guys know that much. If you know me, you know how old I am, and it really doesn't matter. Or sorry, I keep moving, so that light does that and changes the whole colour. I'm so sorry. I've been watching a lot of videos today, actually. I've been on, let me just turn down, I think my microphone might be a bit loud. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos today of people just doing things like this, so I thought I would try and do a few more of them. I'm not. This is just live streaming, so this is straight live. What I say, what I do. There's no editing. It's all here. So, but there's lots of people out there that do all these sort of live streaming things and then put them all together. Though they're not live streaming. They're just random comments all strung together. I was watching one today that was called a Christmas haul, and the Christmas stuff was like only seconds out of this whole random thing of all different things. So I thought, okay, well, if people do that, I can probably do that. I don't have video editing software. I do everything sort of in YouTube, so I'm still learning all that. I have people that could show me, but they're too busy as well, so it's something that I plan on learning in the new year, because I need to, especially if I want to do a bit better. I've got grand plans, but I have no skills so in videos and everything, so I am trying, but I will try and get a bit better in the new year. What else can I tell you? It's been a crazy day, I know that much, so I just thought I'd say hey again online, because there's some people watching, so shout out to those that are watching. Apparently I need to shout out to everyone. Sometimes I get lots of comments, sometimes I get only a few comments. I never really know for sure, but if you're there, say hi. It's always lovely to say hi. I'm doing another video for a friend later today. We were going to do it earlier today, but her camera isn't working and the other one we have has been dropped multiple times, so it's just not playing the game anymore. So we're charging another older camera, hoping that works. It says it's HD, but we'll see. I don't even think it's as good as this, and this isn't great. So this is actually my laptop camera. In the US and Canada, you can actually live stream on your cell phone, but here we don't have the option yet, because often I have times that I could be doing it, but the only camera I have is my cell phone. But I can't do it yet. If I did, I'd probably vlog every day. I am all ready for Christmas. I have, if you see over this shoulder, I have a collection of Santas. There's even a babushka Santas there somewhere. I'm trying to block that light. And there's some babushka Santas. And then I have just over there, I'll move it slightly, I have my nutcracker. Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to stop that light so you guys can see. I have my nutcracker collection, the one at the front, which is on like the big dome. If I point, this one here, that's this year's addition to the collection. He actually plays the Nutcracker Suite music, so he's very lovely. I find them hideously creepy, but it's also something that I do. So I and I collect Santas. This is like an IKEA advent calendar that I fill up with lollies each day. I've got a Santa who used to sing, and a little Santa, and my babushka Santas, which are just behind me. Hang on, I'll move my chair, and there's my babushka Santas. They're awfully cute just here. And you can see, in Australia it's 13 days till Christmas, so I'm a day ahead of you guys, which some people that does their head in, but it's just the time zones. I'm okay with time zones. I understand time zones. Do not ask me to understand daylight saving or summertime or whatever you'd like to call it, going forward, going backwards, losing an hour, gaining an hour. Don't know why we do it, don't know why we have to do it. Only half of Australia does do it, but it is just something that I totally do not understand, and I don't know why we have to do it, but we do. So I'm just closing my emails because it just started to scan, and I don't want that to start beeping at us with reminders. Yeah, but we do daylight savings here, and it just does my head in. It's hard enough getting up at 5 AM. It's even harder when 5 AM is actually 4 AM. So I just don't get it. I have been counting down to Star Wars, purely because I just saw 1, 2 and 3 over there, which are not as good as 4, 5 and 6. but I am counting down to Star Wars like many people out there are. I have friends that have seen some snippets of it. I have a family member who is probably going to see it tonight or tomorrow if he's very lucky. But we will see. I will see it when the crowds die down. I do not do crowds. If there's more than 4 people in a cinema, I just can't cope. Purely because every single time I've been to the cinema in the last 5 years, there has been someone who is either taking photos or filming, or children screaming around the place, or I had one time where this boy screamed at the screen. Every time one character came on, he started screaming and shouting at the screen, and it was just so hard to do. And when you're paying like $25-$35 a ticket, which is what it costs here, I just can't do it. So I usually see things when they come onto TV or on DVD. I've got a massive DVD collection that it's actually taken over half of my library shelves currently. So I have, I think we counted last time, it was about 5,500 books. I'm a big book collector, as you can imagine. I'm also an antique book collector. I have lots of books that are 200, 300 years old. A couple of my other vlogs I do in my bedroom, and you see the great big print behind me. That's like a 6th century woodcut, or 16th century woodcut, sorry. That is beautiful. I love woodcuts as well, so I do buy things like that. So I do have a massive book collection. I would show you, but I'd rather show you guys and make sure I've planned for it, because currently a lot of the books are covered. Like this is actually usually a full bookshelf full of books, but half of the books have been packed away into Christmas boxes because all the Christmas stuff is out, and I like doing Christmas, and most of this has been up for like a month because I'm a bit of a freak for Christmas. So there's lots of books that are packed away. Not very many people say, well, we'll put the JFK books away and we can put the angels there, and we'll put the Jack the Ripper stuff over there, and we'll move this, you know. Usually serial killers don't get involved with Christmas decorating, but unfortunately in my house they do, which is quite strange. You're probably going to hear a strange sound right now. I'm getting more bubbly water. This is from Aldi here in Australia. Oops, sorry. So that was the water. I promise it wasn't me. I'm just so thirsty, and I've got dinner to cook soon, so I need to get things done before, and I need to hydrate first because it is so hot in this house, and I've turned off the air conditioning so you guys don't hear like a massive wind the whole time on the microphone. But I'm here and I'm going. There is people watching. It's a bit freaky seeing that people are watching, but I'm very grateful that you do. I know a lot of people watch these as the pre-records, but it's always nice when people are watching it live. Purely it proves that you guys are just like me, just sitting around, just doing stuff. I am a very planned person, so for me to do these vlogs which are totally unplanned, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about, I have no idea how long it's going to go for. Is totally against anything I do, so it's actually quite fun to not be the total OCD freakazoid that I normally am, who has everything rigid and everything planned, and what this is and where this is going and how this is going. This is just me letting loose, which is often why I also have a glass of wine, because I don't let loose, and usually when I do it's because I've had a glass of wine. So it's always nice to do things like that. Oh, it is so hot here, and I've got a light just here in front of me. Yeah, so you can see, just to give me a bit more light. Though I'm practically up against some windows with the outside summer sunshine shining in, and I've got lights above me. It's still not enough for video cameras. So, but again, something else I'm learning. One day I will go and buy all those big silver lights that people have on their videos, but not to that point yet. My videos only get a couple of thousand. I have videos with 100 views, and I have some with 100,000 views, but I'm still learning, and I'm enjoying doing this. And as I said, this is my first year of doing this. I started this in March, so and I've been going for however many months that is. I've done almost 100 videos. I've got 86 or something that are live, but there's a few sitting in the background as well for other things that will come up as their dates arrive. Like I've got a Christmas Day one. I'm working on a New Year's Day one, and there's a couple of others. I said yesterday about a Jeff Dahmer one in July. It's not done, but I know that has to come. So I have all of those to do, but I try and plan them ahead, and I forget. I was on a train of thought that I did lose, but that's what happens. I think I was talking about views, but yeah, I've got some that have, I've got one that's about 500,000 hits, I think, and it's quite surprising because it's just one that I did because I did a number 1 of creepy photos, and I found so many really cool photos that I made a second one like straight away that I published the week after, and that one went insane. I woke up one day and I was going from like 10 hits a day to, I think I got 4,000 hits that first day. I don't know what happened, but I'm really, really grateful. It was really, really exciting when that happened, because that was about my 6th or 7th video. Like, it was really, really early, so it was actually really surprising, and I'm really thrilled that that people like that one. Hey, Chris. My cat's here. So I come and say hello? Come on, get my cat. Oh, she's a talker. Oh, hang on. Gotta have a black cat. So this is my cat. She doesn't have a name, we just call her Poos Poos, don't we, with the fat caboose? Don't we? Oh, she's so pretty. She's a rescue. She's a cross Burmese something or other. She's got a really cool Tim Burton tail. Her tail is black and grey striped. I think she just pulled my top. Yes, she did. That's okay, that's easy fixed. She hates us. We're actually dog people, but we had a beautiful border collie that we had for a very, very long time, but once she passed away, we thought, that's it, we're never going to have another animal again, because she was just such a beautiful dog, and it was so hard to ever even think about replacing her. But after about 3 years, we decided that the house felt a bit empty, so we thought we'd try her for a cat. It's still a learning curve. It's been about 3 years that we've had her now. We don't quite understand cats. To us, like a wagging tail's a good thing, and incessant noises like an alarm, but she's very vocal and she runs around a lot sometimes. She's been quite a passive cat, though she doesn't like to be cuddled and stuff, or she wanted to be straight back down. But this year she's decided that she likes the silver tinsel, so we've given her her own piece of silver tinsel, and like catnip, oh my goodness, she goes crazy with it. I've tried to film it a couple of times, but I'm never fast enough because she runs off as soon as anyone moves. Oh goodness, I've got to 18 minutes and I've just been ranting and raving, but anyway, I should really put on makeup, please. I have a little bit of makeup on. But I put this face on at 5 o'clock this morning, so like it sweated off. So I've got little big pink cheeks and I have no lipstick on. But yeah, I'm here just to talk. I'm not here for a beauty contest. Otherwise I'd get like my chin done and I'd get my cranky this thing done. One day, and then I've got to get isn't that what they do on all those shows? I've been watching those Real Housewives shows, and they all seem to have these eyebrows like as if they're the spawn of Jack Nicholson. They've got all those really weird eyebrows, and it's like, yeah. But then they have their hair to here because they've got to cover all the surgical marks, apparently. I don't know. I don't do stuff like this. This is me natural. As I said, I've got some eyeshadow and stuff on, but everything else is sweated off because, oh sorry, that wasn't a rude finger, I was just touching. But anyway, it's just, sorry, I'm just ranting now. You can tell I'm delirious on a Friday afternoon. I have to cook dinner soon. We're having spaghetti bowls, so that's just a quick chuck a whole sack of stuff into a fry pan and cook it up. Lots of garlic. Oh my goodness, I use like tablespoons and tablespoons and tablespoons. I could eat garlic like an apple. I really, really love garlic. I have to learn not to breathe on people when I do it, but it used to be a thing. Like, people used to have a thing about garlic breath. It's not so bad anymore. I don't know if you guys have had bad experiences with people with garlic. Please share if you have. I think that'd be funny. But I'm pretty cool with it. So I enjoy sharing garlic. And garlic bread. Oh, I could live on garlic bread and mashed potato, I think, for the rest of my life. But I don't. I mean, I'm saying I'm making spaghetti bowl, but I don't eat spaghetti, so I don't eat pasta. I'm gluten intolerant, like 90% of the world is these days. So I don't have the pasta, but I have all the meat and all the garlic and all the tomatoes and everything. So that's okay. I'll have it with some salad or something. But the rest will eat all the pasta, which they like. Like a little. Just looking at the nutcrackers behind me. They're so cute. Anyway, I shall let you all go and enjoy your lives. Please share with me what you think of these things. Please be kind. I'm happy for you to say they're boring or I should talk about more crime stuff. I'm happy. As I said, I have so many books here. If you guys want to pick a topic, I'm happy to talk to people. I'd love to do a question and answer. If anyone has any questions for me, please ask them and I'm happy to answer them with shout-outs if you want in my next video or the one after or whenever we get back to it. You can also find me on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and Pinterest, and I don't know what else I do, but there's others. I also have a blog on Blogger out there somewhere still. Not that I think even people do that anymore. I think because more people do this. But I'm happy to chat to you guys on any of those platforms. Just message me or send it to me as a comment. I read every single comment I get. The ugly ones I delete, and so really if you want to be ugly, I'm sure there's someone else that wants to have a fight with you about that. I just go yeah whatever and move on. But yeah, if you want to know anything, you want to ask me questions. Most of you know what my favourite film is, but my favourite book. But I'm happy to answer other questions. If you don't, you should have watched yesterday's video because I do talk about that. But I'm happy to answer questions within reason. There's always that person that asks that weird question. You think, really, that's where you want to go? But that's okay. I get embarrassed really easy, so. Believe it or not, I'm very, very shy. People think I'm an extrovert and I'm outgoing and everything. I think I'm an introvert, but I have confidence, so I do all this sort of stuff and I go on TV and everything, but really inside I'm an absolute nervous wreck and never know what to do, never know what to say, always worry that my stutter will get in the road. But usually I get through, and sometimes even I get sick of hearing my own voice like I am right now. I think I've spoken enough. As I say, I like to keep these to about 10 minutes, and this one is now up to 23 minutes. So I think it's time to go. Happy Friday. Happy Thursday evening or Friday morning if you're elsewhere. Happy 2016 if you're watching this in the future. I might come to you from the past. But I mean, thinking about 2016, you've got to think, I wonder what's coming. We have years that have changed everyone's lives. We've had moments that have certainly changed the way we think about ourselves and the way we think about others. I'd love to think that 2016 will be a year of peace. Unfortunately, in the real world, I don't think that's going to happen, which is horrific. Certainly not a place for the future. We need to come together. We need to realise that, as I said yesterday, that we're all the human race, and that should be the only race. But there's not much we can do unless the powers that be do the right thing. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I shall see you in the near future. Also tonight, if anyone's watching this live, which you are, there will be a video coming out in about 2 hours after this, so it's already ready to go, just waiting for it to upload. Au revoir, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.